Okay, picking up from the last video, this is the wheel. I'm going to use these some graphics now. We don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. So we're going to go over the different characteristics of the wheel and how it pertains to your birth chart and how it pertains to your astrology, so you're able to read birth charts. So let's just get right into it. We're going to deal right now with we're going to start from a basic building block place, and we're going to build the science of how we come up with the elements and how we create you learning the science of light and your birth chart. So the elements that we're going to be talking about here, which is the building blocks of everything, are right here. We're going to write it down. We're going to say fire. Whoops, let me get the right tool out. Fire, earth, air, and water. And you've heard this a million times. I'm a fire sign, I'm a water sign, I'm a air sign. And the reason for that is because everything's made up of these elements. So when you're born in a element or a part of the year in a certain month that contains one of these elements, that's the dominant element there, and that's the element that you're kind of rich in, So they're in three sections. You're going to have three sections of your your life is broken up into three sections: your inner world, your me section, then the we section, and then your spiritual section. So let's show you how these four elements come into turn into three phases. So here we're going to put just abbreviations, so we're not spending a lot of time doing this. Fire, earth, air, and water. And that'll make one section. What we call this section here is, we're going to call this the me section. Let's do this. So we have something that looks a little different for color, for presentation reasons. This is the me section here. And that's you, and your personality is made up here, and your body, your material, earth, possessions and money and everything are, the things you have are here. The characteristics of that. The characteristics of your mind, how you learn, is air, is made up here, and water, emotions, is your kind of nurturing area of your life for yourself, just for yourself. Now, there's another part of your life, and that'll be this section here. So again, and we call this the we section, your community. When you come out to the world, like when you're 16, 18, 13, when you come out into the world, you have your fire of how you are in the community, your earth, which would be like your jobs and how you make your money and how you have your things. Your air, that is like your contracts, your mind, everything, your agreements with people, your contracts, your marriages, is a contract. So air, and then water, how your emotions and how you your emotions in the community. And we call this section of your birth chart we. And that's how you are in your community, and how, you know, what's going to happen there, the characteristics of that, so that you know what you're dealing with when it comes to community and stuff. So there's that. This section. Now we're going to come into this next section, which is going to be, look at this color. Let's just pick that color for fun. Okay, so this section here, again, we have the fire, earth, and this is your spiritual section. Air, the mind. See, this is your earth. It's material. The material part of your spirit. This is the mind of your spirit, and then this is the emotion of your spirit, water. And we call this the spirit section. Your higher self, the part that doesn't really pertain to anything physical, but everything spiritual in your life, you know. And we have these three sections. We have me, we, and spirit right here. And you can see in the birth chart, you know, this would be, you know, in your first house, this is who you are, how you show up in the world. This is in second house, this is, you know, your money and your material things, how you relate to that. This is your education, how you learn, your mind part, and here's your me of emotions, the water. So, and that's me. And then here's your community section, which is your life in the world, and then here you are spiritually. So this is how these three parts of your three areas that make you up, your three bodies, you know, make you up. So this video here is going to be a short one. We're going to just let you see that this is how we're all made of fire, earth, air, and water, and we have three sections of our life that the birth chart shows. And so this is kind of how your birth chart would look like. This being your first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, eighth house, ninth house, 10th house, 11th house, and 12th house. The 12 houses, you know, of your journey, of your evolving spirit, and an evolving body, and evolving your life as it moves through it. And it fits on this wheel. And again, like I said before, I'm just showing you how this wheel is being used in a birth chart. But this wheel can be used in so many different ways. It's a great piece of technology that it's interchangeable to so many different. So if I change it around a bit and use it, you'll see that I'm using the science still, but I'm changing it around to give a different or use its applications are still the same, in other words, as long as the sequence is the same. So in the next video, we're going to go over how this starts to take shape in with the zodiac signs, and with some more characteristics of these different segments of who we are. And we are light, and we are on the wheel of life, and we're continually running on this wheel of life. We're on the hero's journey, going around the different sections always. You know, and so at different parts of the day, if this is the morning, you know, you are here, you're in the element of fire, and then as you move through as the sun moves through the day, you're water, air, then earth. You know, it's summertime, June 21st is, you know, the beginning of summer. Harvesting starts happening after a grow period, and then you get this great grow period, and then again another section starts. See excuse me, this section here, the water, air, earth, and fire. This section here, pertaining to the time of the year instead of your birth, is you know, we're here at this time, September. We harvest and take all our crops in, and then we have that kind of stuff happening. So it works metaphysically and it works physically, but we're going to stay with the birth chart here, so I don't do too much different information. So next video we'll get into more characteristics of this wheel.